What's up? What's happening, folks? Welcome back to the channel Sports, Life and Politics TV. I'm Samuel Koppel, YouTube's #1 couch detective, and I'm here for the news. And here today, I'm going to be going over this clip of Kendrick Lamar and friends performing at the Forum in Los Angeles that turned out to be a straight gangster party. Now, they have a saying of hindsight is 2020, and there's no doubt about that. But what I will say, I was seeing 2020 or 2015 vision in the moment. And in this case, I was one of the first people on the internet to say that J. Cole dropping out of the race was a smart thing. I'm talking about the day he dropped out, not 6 weeks later, not after the Drake and Kendrick beef got heated up. I said it in the beginning. Him dropping out was a good thing. As you can see, J. Cole, Boys in the Hood moment, let me out the car was a good thing. I said that the day of. I said the day of Euphoria when it dropped, Drake, get out of this beef. Don't make another record. Do not let these people bait you into another diss record because it's going to end badly. And I said that in the video that, hey man, in this video right here, make sure I put it on, Euphoria, the day that video dropped, get out of there. Look, I even made this, look, made this video. Get out of there, Drake. Throw in the towel. You did your best. When he made Euphoria, I told him, don't do it. It's over. You're going to get destroyed. You're going up against a real lyricist. Drake makes great music, but a lot of it is borrowed. He has writers. He has people who give him concepts. He has people who gives him rhythms and themes. That's a fact. At this point, that's a fact. Is there anything wrong with that? No. But when you start comparing yourself to the greats and real rappers, there's a price to be paid. There's no doubt about that. And like I said, Kendrick Lamar was in LA at the old Forum, dancing on his grave and treated Drake like a toilet and shitted on his head. Let's take a look at a small piece of it. Now, I might get copyrighted for this. I don't even care at this point. It's worth it. But you can see I've covered this. And when you look at this, is what I love about YouTube so much. When you look at the timestamp and you look at the day of when things happen, what did you say then? Because everybody in hindsight is saying the stuff I was saying beforehand. Like everything they saying 3 weeks later, a month later, 2 months later, I was saying in the moment. And I'm not saying I'm always right. I'm fallible. I'm a human being, but I do try to use great discernment and common sense. There's no doubt about that. But let's take a look at some of this gangster party that happened in Los Angeles. DJ Mustard. Mustard on the beat, ho. You know, a lot of people did point out he's dressed like Tupac for the 94 Source Awards. You know, that's the beautiful thing about the internet. The internet will dig up any and everything. The internet is a scary place. You know, some of this shit you have to turn off if it gets too hot and heavy on you. Drake can't turn it off. He's such a proponent of the internet. The same thing that makes you strong will be also the thing that destroys you. They also said that Drake unfollowed LeBron James, and LeBron James immediately unfollowed him. Should Drake have been disappointed in LeBron James? Absolutely, based on the simple fact that he thought that they were at least some kind of a friendship and some kind of a bond between the two. But LeBron James was at the concert dancing harder than fucking Russell Westbrook. He just didn't get on stage. So you got DeMar DeRozan and Russell Westbrook out there. And Russell Westbrook is one of the people you could tell if it wasn't for basketball and he would have he'd been in LA probably crashed out on some shit because he has a lot of energy. One thing about Russell Westbrook we all respect is he has an abundance of energy, and that's highly respectable. And that's somebody who's average a triple double, I think, at least in 2 or 3 seasons in the NBA, and that takes a whole lot of energy. But you can see him. Look at him. Y'all, these two LA niggas, they walking, they dancing, they laughing. Oh, listen to me, Drake. Listen to me, Drake. You made a song called No New Friends. Fuck the no new friends. It's at this point, no old friends. Fuck all the old friends. Because DeMar DeRozan used to play in Toronto and they once was cool. Hey, man, when you talk about people on the West Coast and the gangbang culture, man, hey, man, them people stick together, brother. That shit you got in Canada, that shit y'all pulling, man. Niggas in Milwaukee, Chicago, Dallas, Detroit, Miami, Chicago, it doesn't matter wherever you go. Sacramento, I don't care where you at, Houston, New Orleans, they don't give a fuck. We don't care about Canada. And that's no disrespect to Canada. But as a man who done grew up, we don't care about Canada. The niggas in Canada, we don't care about none of that shit. So believe you me, we got our own shit. You guys want to be like us. We don't want to be like nothing in Canada. That's the double-edged sword for Drake. That's a double-edged sword. And let me say, there's a lot of basketball players they like to, well, football players too. Negroes in general. Well, I'll say that. I don't want to make it like they want to be gangsters because a lot of them do come from the inner city and the hood, but a lot of them they like to try to play that shit because it's where they're from, but that's not really who they are. Like if you DeMar DeRozan, yes, you are from Compton. Yes, you grew up around that shit. But who you are as a basketball player, who you want to be as this gangster. I don't even say they want to be that shit. I do understand as a person from Dallas who lived in California half his life, in Texas half his life. There is a difference. I understand the culture because you can be from Compton and even though you're not in a gang per se, you still affiliated, which is totally different from Texas. Texas, you can be from East Dallas, West Dallas. So if you're a football player, you're a football player. They don't give a fuck. That gang shit is not bestowed upon you. It's different in California. So I will say that. I will give them that. There is a gang banging cultural difference from state to state, city to city. And I want to say this too before I forget it. LeBron James unfollowed Drake. Hey, Savannah, watch your DMs. LeBron, watch Savannah DMs. We know Drake will send that lady a DM and be trying to get at LeBron James' old lady since they did unfollowed each other. But the Wayne girl, he's in jail. That's conniving. Apologizing. And let me say this. Hey, Listen to me. Now, obviously, if you watching this, you've seen this already, so it doesn't matter if I'm stopping from time to time. Listen to me. In life, there's certain moments in time where you just like you could tell it's a moment. I was at Spring Bling. I want to say 2005. Might have been 2004. I think it was 2005. 2004, 2005. 50 Cent performed. What year was that? Now that might have been 2003, y'all. 50 Cent had just dropped Get Rich or Die Trying. Now, he went nationwide. Now, obviously, he was big in New York, but nationwide, we didn't know who that nigga was. He came out with Wankster, and we didn't know who he was. But I was at Spring Bling at Daytona Beach when he performed. I want to say about 4 or 5 songs. He climbed up a 50-foot pole. It was a moment in time like, damn, I'm here. I recently went to the Tank Davis fight when he fought Ryan Garcia, and he punched him in the belly and blood came out of his nose and the roof almost came off the top of the T-Mobile Center. That was a moment like it was electric. And there's Tupac performing at the House of Blues. Was I there? Absolutely not. But it's a moment in time where you can tell like this is a moment. And this right here, where you get all these Bloods and Crips and Los Angeles niggas on stage, that's a moment that will never be forgotten. And it propels Kendrick Lamar into another stratosphere, especially on the West Coast. And let me say this, he can perform this song all around the nation. Atlanta, Dallas, Chicago, Milwaukee, New York. And believe it or not, he's going to get the same energy, especially after they see how his own supported him. Big B's, big blood gang members out there. Look at them. And Big Pants did made a comeback. I didn't notice that. Look at YG. Look at Russell Westbrook. Okay, Schoolboy Q. OV Ho. I don't think he your friend. I don't think y'all locked in, big dog. They walking on this nigga motherfucking face. Are you my friend? Are you my friend? Me. Shout out to my nigga Jay Jizzle. Somehow my nigga Jay was down there. Somehow we would have got on stage. You think I'm bullshit. If me and my nigga was anywhere around in that area, somehow we would have got on. Somehow we would have got on stage. I swear to God, I got a partner. Man, the nigga can get it in anything. The nigga can get it to NASA for a goddamn space launch, and all of a sudden he got a goddamn astronaut suit on. I swear to God, you think I'm bullshit? Me and my nigga was there. We'd have somehow slipped on stage, and I'd have been up there dancing. You think you probably say this nigga lying? I'm telling you, this God is my witness. If we got too close to that stage or area, somehow I'd have been behind that clown nigga and the nigga in the Raiders jersey, and I would have looked like a nigga because I had a red rag somehow. I ain't in no game no more. I ain't doing no banging. Somehow to weasel my way on that motherfucker, yelling out, is he my friend? Is he locked in? Hey, we ain't never had this. Hold up. Yeah, hold up. Hold up. We put this shit all together with motherfucking peace. Hold up. Come on, hold up. Hold up. Oh, they banging for real now. Look at the big boy in the morning. Let me say this: Kendrick Lamar is also an introvert. He's not a person who, I don't think he's truly comfortable around a lot of people. I think because this was such a moment, he embraced this, but that's not who he is. He's really an introvert. That's why he disappears for so long after albums. He likes to be to himself. He's a walk on the beach and listen to the Art of War type of nigga. He's a he's a nigga who has a study room. He's a nigga who goes and has a room full of books type nigga. I guarantee you that. He's a nigga who's on YouTube or whatever watching shit from the ancient past in Rome and Greece. I guarantee you he's that type of nigga because he's an introvert. That's why he can go so long without talking or listening to people or dealing with people. So this is really big for him too, because Drake made it like he was bigger in LA than Kendrick was, or he would get more support in LA than Kendrick would. And that's just bullshit. Kendrick get a lot of love. He hasn't fucked people over. He's just an introvert. Introverts are different type of people. Everybody, I'm not an introvert. I've never been an introvert in my life. Yes, I know how to be by myself. I know how to be to myself. But overall, I'm a people person. I've always been like that. So you always have to be who you are. So I have a lot of respect for people who be who they are. Dot fuck them up. I'm gonna do my stuff. And it's probably a minor. Bird niggas and bird bitches go. They're not slow. And let me say this too, as a person who lived in California for many, many years, LA niggas and Northern California niggas are two totally different type of niggas, especially when you talk about the Bay Area. Now there are a lot of LA niggas who have family in the Bay Area, and the Bay Area have a lot of LA nigga family. So they are connected and it is love. But them is two totally different type of niggas because E40 brought him out, which connects the Bay. As you just heard him say, you might not be welcome in Oakland after disrespecting Tupac. Yes, but I got a lot of game from Bay niggas. LA niggas, it's a lot of gangster shit. They stand on that shit. But Bay Area niggas stand on that player shit. At Mac and shit. That's the shit. I can respect that because you can take that into other aspects, not just women. When it comes to playing on people and macking and having, it's like a mental thing. You know, it's like a Jedi. I always respect the Bay niggas. They had like a Jedi like mindset. And I'm not saying that there's no LA niggas that don't have that mindset, but I'm saying that's prevalent in the Bay Area for sure. That's conniving, apologizing. Fellas lose the blocks. The best member will watch. Lean on a nigga like another lot of walk. Yes, all I said, being I'm gonna sit it up the pot. Hey. One, two, three, four, five plus five. Hey, devil is a lie. It's a 69 guy. You can stay there ass inside. Let me put y'all on game. Agenda, hey, you need a check balance. You see, I turned it to a party. That's a party. Look at the Hoover nigga smack. Look at the young nigga. Look at him. Oh, he moving and grooving. Then look out, Hey, and they know when to get out the way. Watch him get out the way. Wow. Hey, run for your life. Yeah. Fuck it up. 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 And fuck it. Hey. And, you know, it was a great event for Los Angeles. They came together for a particular night. Obviously, I don't condone gang banging and violence and all that shit. Obviously, when I was younger, I indulged for a little while. But, you know, as you get older, when you know better, you do better. There's no doubt about that. And that's something that Kendrick was really proud of bringing people together without the violence. That's why he kept talking about that and harping on that, because he knows really what it is. Kendrick Lamar is a very, very bright and intelligent brother. Is he a Luciferian and indulges in the Hollywood elites? Of course he does. Same as Drake. There's no doubt about that. But they also all struggle with that shit. All of them do. When you indulge in the things that happen in Hollywood and happen in Los Angeles and all the witchcraft haven that is Los Angeles. There's no doubt about that. But Kendrick Lamar is a hell of an artist. He is a top-notch rapper / lyricist. And I knew from the beginning. I said it. I made videos saying it. In the moment, that's what I want to make so much. In the moment, I said, hey, man, Drake, get out of there. Don't do it. Don't test him. But Drake asked for it. In that Tupac song, I said it over and over again. Hey, man. He said, hey, no, not this time. Come on out, Kendrick. And Kendrick is in that bitch plotting a whole motherfucking war strategy. While your funky ass was playing Connect 4, This motherfucker was playing Clue. Two totally different games. While you was playing fucking Hungry Hungry Hippo, he was playing some shit. He was playing some goddamn, he was playing Risk, a real strategy game. And you got your ass tore off the bone. As well you should have. It probably was something that you needed. And I said it before. I said this that's why I say I love timestamp. And you can go back and look at any of my videos. That's why I put them all up. When you go back through them and you can look. I said in a moment, Drake is not like that. He's a Canadian half-breed nigga. He's not one of us. But I mean that he's not a Negro. You might be a half-breed nigga who's raised in the projects. Yeah, you could be one of those guys. But if you're a half-breed nigga who was raised in the suburbs of Toronto, no, you ain't gonna have that type of gumption. There's nothing wrong with that. But when you go into that field, making it like that's who you are, that's a problem. That's a problem. And then when you go against these niggas who really been out here in the field, really doing that shit, that's a whole nother ball game. America went to Afghanistan against people who had fought against the Russians for 20 years. The Taliban fought against the Russians for fucking 10 straight years. And here we go, thinking we was gonna beat them with bombs and all. They already had seen that. So that don't hold no weight to somebody who's serious. And Kendrick Lamar is serious. There's no doubt about that. But this was a great battle. They say they're supposed to be shooting a video this weekend. Look, if they shoot a video for this year, Drake, it's too bad you're not a slider and you ain't really out here dropping shit because you would have to do something. I mean, these niggas is dancing on your fucking grave. It's like burying somebody alive and then blood walking and crip walking on top of the dirt. They bury Drake alive and they blood walk. People say, is this going to destroy Drake's career? I don't know. I have no idea because we don't know what the ramifications like. What's the next step? If I was Drake, let me say this. If I was Drake, you know what I would do? I wouldn't make no Instagram posts. I wouldn't no Twitter, no nothing. I would go dark for about 3 months, 4 months. I would drop a album somewhere around November, December. Whenever is a good time to drop an album. But I would go dark and I wouldn't say nothing. And I'd come out with nothing but slaps and bangers. And I wouldn't mention Kendrick Lamar. I would act like he didn't even exist. Because he got so much of bad advice from all these internet niggas, the academics and the fuck Rorys and Malls and all these idiots on the internet telling you, yeah, you can do it. No, you can't. You getting your ass fucking dog walked. Hey man, it's okay. It ain't a nigga on the planet that ain't lost a fight. Well, I take that back, Floyd Mayweather. But even him in sparring, he didn't got his ass kicked before. Believe you me, Floyd Mayweather got his ass kicked in sparring. So ain't no man went without getting his ass whooped before. So we all take defeats and we all take L's. If you Drake, stay away from these type of motherfuckers. Don't indulge. It's okay. But this has been Sports, Life and Politics TV. I'm Samuel Koppel, YouTube's #1 couch detective. I'm ready for the news. Hit that like. Hit that subscribe. I just took your ass when you know better. Drake, you gotta do better. Right. Peace.